I'm Jason Schiffman, and I'm a professor in the Department of Psychological Science. I'm also the director of clinical training, and I've been a professor for a long time. Spent a lot of time in front of large classes, but that didn't prepare me for this. I'm nervous because I think what I want to share with you all today is important and also personal. So I share this with you despite how hard it is for me, with a sense of optimism and hope, because I feel that the stuff that we're trying to do together as a team, as a community, is in the right direction. It's about finding solutions to problems and using our collective energy to march forward together. Life is like riding a bicycle. When we're learning, we often do so with training wheels and under the safe wing of a trusted mentor. These are my kids, actually. This is a time of excitement, joy, and anticipation of what's to come. During this time, life feels like an open road, ready to be explored. Once we're on the road, the ride can get rocky. We go up hills, we get flat tires. Sometimes we pedal into the wind. Sometimes we fall. Under the right circumstances, with the right people around us, we can get back up and keep going. They say you never forget how to ride a bike, but the support we need to keep climbing up the hill, to get back up when we fall, is just as important. Whether it's because having a chorus of support around you fuels the soul, or that being surrounded by people who care about you and are traveling in the same direction creates a momentum that keeps us going forward. Riding together leads us to a more fulfilling ride. Having people who care, riding with you, shifts the focus from the destination to the journey. Diana and Peter describe Shannon as full of well-rounded brilliance, a voracious reader of literature, and simultaneously completely fluid and comfortable with even the most challenging math and science concepts. As brilliant as she was in a traditional academic sense, her gifts as an artist seem particularly remarkable. Her oneness with music, her creativity in fine art, as is on display here, they were on a different level. Although Shannon was not a cyclist per se, rather she was an avid sailor that started here when she was 7, continued on through high school, and then she came back after high school to coach others. In the metaphor of cycling, Shannon would have won the Tour de France. Of all her gifts, her parents were most filled with awe when describing how deeply Shannon cared for others. When people fell off their bikes, she was the first to help them back up and encourage them to continue on with their journey, even when her own needs were scraped. Much of the art you see here on display was born from this very spirit. Shannon was known to create art for others, divining unique gifts that went straight from her heart to the heart of those that she touched. I didn't know Shannon, but none of this surprises me given her parents and what they've shared with me about her sister Megan. The family was like a champion cycling team. The clinic we're creating will have similar spirit to what I know of Shannon, Megan, Diana, and Peter. We have brilliant students, similar to Shannon in terms of talent, compassion, and eagerness and willing to serve others. They're dedicated to teaching people how to ride, how to get back up when they fall, and how to keep pedaling. Thanks to the commitment of the School of Social Ecology at UCI, under the leadership of John Gould here, and the supervision and direction of Clinic Director Naomi Tabak. Great name. And all the donations generated through the event today, our students, many of whom are over here, will be able to offer everyone, regardless of income, access to the best e-bikes, or in this metaphor, e-bikes stand for therapy. And the best e-bike in the world might be a Porsche. This is a Porsche e-bike. And you can see here, the price is $12,685. but we are at a deep discount. It's affordable to all. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that these students aren't just therapists in training. They're tomorrow's leaders in mental health. Investing in them is an investment in the mental wellness of the entire community and the world. These are people who will be inventing the next bikes, paving the next trails for all of us to ride. I do mean all of us. None of us are immune from the sting of mental health challenges in the context of a system that's in need of repair. As Diana asked before, but how many of you have been touched by mental health struggles yourself or had a loved one that's struggled with mental health issues? This is true for me as well. I lost my father to suicide in November of 2015. Like Shannon, he was brilliant, generous, and compassionate. Despite his many gifts, his bike path was too steep, and the system that was intended to help him had him down, didn't pick him back up when he fell. Even having me, his son, as a psychologist, wasn't enough to connect him with the help that he needed. Part of the solution for loved ones like Shannon, my father, and countless others is creating opportunities that we are potentiating right here, right now through this fundraiser. The importance of this commitment is hard to overstate, cutting across all walks of life. No amount of resources or access to connections can keep us insulated from challenges to our mental health and our mental well-being. Mental illness does not discriminate. Families who are already living in the margins live perilously at risk of failing further. And all too often, those who have means lose everything in their self-sacrificing attempt to do anything for their loved one. Our clinic and our students are committed to stopping the downward spiral for everyone. Your support of our clinic and the UCI clinical psychology area will provide the highest quality care at a very affordable rate here in our community. At the same time, your support in nurturing tomorrow's leaders will reshape the broken mental health care system that we live in now, in Orange County and beyond. Our clinic and students can usher in a more hopeful tomorrow for everyone. Life isn't always downhill. With the wind at our backs, on an e-bike, with a very comfortable seat, on a sunny day. At least we are along the coast. However, none of us has to struggle alone in the rain. By joining us now, which you are now a part of this, it is a team. It's a team committed to making sure that no one falls without someone being there to help them up. And that each and every one of us, together, are a part of the ride for the long haul. And the ride is supposed to be for 29 miles. 29 miles. I think y'all made it yesterday. I twisted the arms of a lot of students to send me pictures of them on bikes. Some of these bikes aren't really theirs. I just made that. But our partnership on this journey, it fills me with optimism and hope. And I couldn't be more grateful to be riding alongside all of you here today. Before I conclude, please join me in expressing gratitude to Dean Gould for support of our mission. Dr. Tabak for her steadfast mentorship to our students and our clinic. Stacy Swarlow for her belief in our vision. Our students who are changing the world. And especially the Morris family, who inspire so many of us to keep riding. I'm excited to share something hot off the press, a brief video created by our school's very own Ann Parker and Mimi Chris, featuring our new clinic. Hi, my name is Jason Schiffman, and I'm a professor in the Department of Psychological Science at the University of California at Irvine. I'm also the director of our clinical training, and I'm here to welcome you to our brand new UCI Psychological Services Center.
Hi, I'm Naomi Tabak, a licensed clinical psychologist and the director of the PSC. There are a few ways that the PSC really stands apart from other clinics or centers. The first is that we're open to the public. You don't have to be a UCI staff, faculty member, or student to benefit from the low cost and high quality clinical services that we provide. Second, all of our clinical care is provided by doctoral students who are working to get their PhDs in clinical psychology. So in addition to being totally dedicated to providing the best care possible, they're also at the cutting edge of research in the understanding, prevention, and treatment of mental health concerns.
These services will be offered with the backing of the highest levels of evidence and will be at an affordable cost so that we can reach out to community members who might not be able to otherwise afford mental health care services.
We're so excited to open our doors and welcome you in.